It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Acrisure Stadium, home of the Pitt Panthers. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a team from the ACC, the Pittsburgh Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. On the run, it's Reed. Breaks into the open. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Dropping back, it's Holstein. Using the quick game. Getting closer and closer to midfield, out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47. Let's look at the big picture for Pitt. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting just last week, a commitment from a big-time four-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I might want to go play with that cat.
That ought to be enough to give Pitt the first down. Offense, quick tempo. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollack off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollack cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Got out of trouble and throws. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. With the catch, it's Johnson. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, still going. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. Fourth down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big fourth down conversion.
Fires to the big fella. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Panthers in the hurry-up.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. Escapes the sack. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Tenth play of the drive coming up. At this time, a chance for the defense to get off the field on 3rd and long. The give to the back. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down?
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
And the field goal unit will stay put as the head coach decides to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Looking for a man. It's Holstein. Setting up the screen. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
Well, short completion, setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
And they've been able to get within 2 yards. Now will they try to throw it in for the score? And that 3rd down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete.
And look at the quarterback, look at the players on offense. They're over looking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
Takes a snap, wants to throw. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these 4th downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
Notre Dame backed up in the shadow of its own goal post, looking for room on 1st down. Gonna run it. It's Payne. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Notre Dame. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks, big four-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
Keeping it on the ground, trying to create a little space, and he was stopped in his tracks at the 3.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Makes the catch, it's Love. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
Play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback adapting. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. The short hands, it's Fields. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. Out of the gun, the inside give. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Off play action. Here comes the heat. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces the 4th down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the 2nd quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. play action on first down. He wants to take the top off. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, this guy shot out of the cannon. 2 catches on the opening drive, and finally going back to him again. This time, they don't hook up, but he's a guy that needs to touch the football often, and I think this offense has to keep trying to find ways to get him involved.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Quick completion to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Holstein. Got a man, it's Williams. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot, the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield.
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. LSU is down, but they are not out of it. Not in Tiger Stadium, a place Bear Bryant once said was like playing inside a drum. Maybe the best home field advantage in football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Arkansas. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. That's caught. It's locked.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Well, just nothing happening that time for the QB, right? RPO keeps it. He's trying to throw, nobody there. He tries to buy time, getting out to his right-hand side, but the defense took everything away and just forced the quarterback to have to eat the football.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Back to pass, it's Carr. Throws for the tight end. And the 3rd down pass is knocked away by the D.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Catches it at the 30. He only needs a sliver of daylight. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. They'll start this drive at their own 48. They'll go to the ground. Turning it on. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere, and they're able to make a big-time play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
The Panthers have it with a 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. Rides the back on the option, the give. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
And that last run is just a nice job seeing the hole, exploding through it. He has had a heck of a night. Now with that carry, over 100 yards on the game. That's the mark you really want to hit as a running back, and he's got that here tonight.
Pittsburgh will come to the line with a 1st and goal. Got his man quickly. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Pitt! That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
The kick is up and good and puts one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw. It's Carr. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. That's reeled in, it's Pauly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands with no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. Running back searching for a hole. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
We've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards right before that run, but Defense gets the better of them there. Nice job of adjusting up front, and good job being physical by that D-line, too.
The pull and throw off the RPO. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
And the Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Gives it on the option. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers! Excellent pass by the back on the option. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Carr. Catch in the middle, it's Pauly.
That's why the bullet pass is so important. Sometimes these defenses, they don't give you big windows to throw into, and you want to take that chance, but you cannot lob that football down the field and get it in there. Nice use of the bullet pass, my friend.
To the air on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Love. And he gets it out past the sticks, and Notre Dame will have a 1st down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Trying to set up the screen. There he goes. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
I love this running back and the job he does once he has the ball in his hands on this screen pass. He was real patient. You got to allow these 300-pound offensive linemen to sort of collect themselves and stammer down the field and try to block some of these linebackers and DBs, and that's exactly what the running back did. Great job with patience.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
This time it's complete. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Carr. Fires to the end zone. Snags it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
Everybody holds their breath when this guy has the ball. On defense now, you got to stop the bleeding because you're allowing one of the best at his position in the sport of college football. Now have back-to-back catches. You better be anticipating this offense going back to him again right here.
Ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Irish.
And nice job by this offense, putting the scoring drive together. And now listen, it's not even halftime yet. So keep fighting, going to halftime, regroup. We found a little something on this drive. See if we can cut into this lead and continue to make this game closer and closer.
PAT unit on the field. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. LSU is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These Bayou Bengals have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they're capable of it again today. They're trailing by just 4 to Arkansas. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to pass. It's Holstein. Snagged out of the air. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Able to make the catch, but not in the field of play. It's an incomplete pass.
And that's a hard thing to do as a receiver, but because you want to catch the football, you want to get upfield and make more yards, but sometimes you got to realize, I just got to toe tap that thing. I just got to get one in, get the completion. That was a missed opportunity right there.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. This time he's got it. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
All right, defense, it ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Pitt coming to the line after getting another first down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7.
Get set, get set.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
It'll be 3rd and long. The play action fake. Finds his man. It's Reed. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. They'll immediately call timeout. All the way down to the 25-yard line. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this.
Brings into the open. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. The Panthers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Now from inside the red zone. Quick strike complete. He goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw, it's Holstein. Moves away as he feels pressure. He'll throw it to the end zone, and it's picked off. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, going up and making the INT.
Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. QB draw. Got enough for the first down and wants more. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays.
Timeout, Notre Dame.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Going to try to get it himself. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Pitt will kick off, ready to get things started here in the third quarter. And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 5. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. A designed run for the quarterback.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the plus.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Yeah, and man, you talk about being down at the half. What's one thing I need to do? I got to protect my quarterback. In the first series here now, you're getting your quarterback hit and taken to the ground. This offense has to protect that dude at all costs.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Rushes on him. Oh, it's on the ground. Live ball. Scoops it up. Still a live ball. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. The Irish send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. From the gun, running back gets to give. This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and they're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
And the Panthers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. Bounced off his feet. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo booster.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
The Panthers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive.
Ringo, Ringo. Fire.
Back to throw, it's Holstein. A strike downfield. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
This time they stop him in the backfield, and that has been a rare sight in this game tonight.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Rides the back and leaves it. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And the Panthers need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Got a man, it's Reed. Not gonna get there, not gonna get close as he's brought down at the 30. It's 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
And this one splits the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Dropping back, it's Carr. Under fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the 3rd quarter. They got to get it going now.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Fires downfield. He's got an open man. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down.
A nice play there. And I know when you think Notre Dame football, you're thinking about running the football and all those NFL offensive linemen they have. But When you've got playmakers like him on the perimeter, you've got to be able to take advantage of him. This guy has the chance to play on Sundays. He's too good. If you've got a window to throw and that guy's out running a route, give him an opportunity.
They'll move the tight end. He'll try to do it himself. Oh, he's got some space. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. Notre Dame right back to the line.
Man, that's so frustrating, and it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Oh, they're after him. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. Notre Dame once backed up near its own goal line, now on the move. Buys a little extra time. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. LSU is running away with things right now, and you just know Mike the Tiger is loving this offense today. They're up by 17 over Arkansas. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for space, it's Reed. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The RPO, it's complete. Great reaction by this defense, immediately on the catch, swarming to the ball.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Holstein. Dances away to buy time. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Any room to set up a big return. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. The sure hands, it's Love. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Notre Dame lines up quickly. There's no need to be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite and you're a little bit flat and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts. But I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up and then put another play back-to-back. And all of a sudden, they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spark.
To the ground with the back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Working that wide receiver screen. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be first and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. Touchdown, Notre Dame! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down. Shoots it to the left. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Quickly to the tight end.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
The Panthers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So we open the final period with a third down play. On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
And the returner will be brought down. of this drive comes from the 27. Just a short pass to the tight end. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
To the air, it's Carr. Caught over the middle, it's Pauly. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Notre Dame right back to the line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
The give to the tailback. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. He leaves it with his back. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Fires to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Love. Turning it on! And he's brought down after a nice gain. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. This time they'll go to the running game. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air, it's Carr. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Price. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal.
Perfect timing to call that pass play. It's 3rd and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on 4th. You don't have to worry about that now. Because of the pass completion, it's 1st and goal.
And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the 4th. with the run on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt.
And this is the area of the field where you need a really good back. You can depend on, you can give him the football. He's going to hit a little crease and just lower his shoulder, be physical, be powerful. You saw last week he got a rushing touchdown. I look for this offense to continue to feed him and maybe get him another one today.
Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Touchdown, Irish! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
I think that's the hardest part about coaching 18 to 22-year-olds, David, is complacency is something you're always trying to fight. They were the higher-ranked team coming into this game. Looked like they were just, kind of cruising through early, had some miscues, but they fought their way back, and now they have the lead.
And they definitely were sleepwalking. And they knew they were the better team, but they dug themselves a huge hole. I love the response. They got punched right in the mouth. But they didn't quit, and they didn't pout, and they didn't sulk, and they responded really well. They got on a heater, man, and they took the lead in this ballgame.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Might be changing the route. To the air, it's Holstein. Unloads it downfield. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
This is what can happen at times. You get the snowball effect. Everything going their way in the first half. Big lead going into halftime, but it's mistake after mistake on both sides of the ball. And that interception, David, compounds the problem.
And this defense has completely changed at the half. How about it, man? They've come out aggressive now, forcing a turnover. All the momentum on their side, and the offense gets the ball back.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Pressure coming. Got room to work. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him short. He does not pick up the first down.
Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, 3rd and short. I just got to fall forward and get the first down, Palmer. But the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up something easy. You know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
And the O will stay out there and go for it on 4th and inches. They'll try to sneak it.
Yeah, and 4th and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed inches. That's what makes it so difficult to stop.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
You know, it's going to be so important for this offense to get better up front protecting and try to give this quarterback a pocket to throw from, because David, right now in that last play, he had no chance.
Yeah, and step one in stopping a good passing attack is always being able to affect the quarterback. And it's not always with sacks, and sometimes it's with pressures, but when you get the sacks and now you get them behind the sticks and put them in more predictable situations, that is exactly what you want from your defense.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. A low line drive and short kick. And the ball comes to rest right there. We'll see how the offensive coordinator pieces together this drive down late in the fourth. Scanning the field, it's Holstein. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. It's a running room. And he'll get out of bounds. It's a first down there in plus territory and now threatening to get the score. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. The offense changing the play. To the air on first down. Quarterback moving. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Second down, he'll throw it. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He'll pull it down. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on third and short from the 37. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out. Tremendous awareness to get what he could and get out of bounds. And now the offense trying to score one late. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win. But this is the critical moment where you're...
There he goes. And the offense will maintain possession. Son, that ball must be riveted to your ribcage. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back's got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Off the RPO, complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. To throw, it's Holstein. Bringing the heat. Gets rid of it. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's second down.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. And the Panthers are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Panthers need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. The snap sets up to throw. Steps away, and he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
And 3rd down for a defensive lineman, trust me, I'm one of them, is money down. Go get me that quarterback. Make the stop. Get him to 4th down. The defensive line, the defense was ready to rock and roll. Nice job.
Down late in a 4-point game, they'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that 1st down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the 4th down conversion.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games starred. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did. We saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much.